and I'm just trying to say, I'm gonna tell you
I'd
guys right
rather
now, Hillary Clinton and
Ellen
Donald Trump are both
DeGeneres be
bad. I'm just
president, to be
saying.
honest.
I don't really care who's
No.
president as long as that it doesn't affect me.
The person who I want president is
Or
President
Jimmy
candidate
Fallon.
Who's nuts.
I want
He's an actual
JFK.
candidate.
JFK would have been a perfect president.
Or Jimmy
But
Fallon.
sadly, though, he got assassinated.
Okay, I'm
Jimmy-
done. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Leonardo
I'm sorry I brought it
DiCaprio.
up. Please stop. Please stop talking about it. I'm sorry I brought it up.
My
Leonardo
grandpa was
DiCaprio.
JFK. How dare you?
Leonardo DiCaprio would have
My
not been a
great
good
double
president.
grandpa
Oh, yeah.
the third was JFK.
Or
My double
Or
grandpa.
Kanye West, who's trying to be
Oh
president.
my god.
Oh
What
my
is wrong
God.
with him? He's like, he was talking in his
Ronald
speech and he was
Reagan
like,
is
you
my
know what?
stepfather."
Actually, being president sounds like a really good idea. I think I'm actually gonna run. And like, everyone's like, what? Like he's like, oh yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
I
I like
would.
actually am really
Oh,
like I'm actually like
Everyone's like,
really cool. He's like, I think I should
Everybody's
actually run
like,
for president.
did you
Everyone's like,
do?
what?
I
He
wouldn't
like talked
mind him
himself
running, I
up.
just wouldn't vote for him.
What's funny is that Kanye was like, well, don't worry, I'll be president in 2020. Like, no, you're not. Like,
Yeah, he like talked
that's
himself up in his own
impossible.
speech. Like he talked himself up. He's like, you know what? Actually, I should be president. Like he talked himself up. Like
First he
I'm
was saying
really
that he was
good,
What's funny
like,
is
then
that
he got
Barack
serious.
Obama, surprisingly, Barack Obama's like, nah, he would be a terrible president. Like,
Yeah, well, this is exactly
So
what Barack
true.
Obama said. That guy's a jackass. That's legit what Obama said. That's exactly what he
so
said.
true.
I'm not lying. That is taken out of context. That's what he said.
oh my god. Yeah, everyone was like, what are you doing? Like he just talked himself up. He's like, yeah, I should be president, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should. I'm gonna run. Like he's just like patting his own back. It's like, wow, that sounds like a great idea. Go
I'm
me.
wrecking Josh.
Like, alright.
The bat. Josh, you're gonna die.
I'm gonna die.
Josh, you're dead, Josh. I kind of hit you with my bat 73 times. And I'm gonna stop because that's kind of unfair. 'Cause I basically killed you.
Boom, boom, boom. Bow chicka bow wow.
Oh!
Chicka bow. Oh.
Oops, nope, gotta run. Gotta blast.
Oh shit.
To infinity and beyond.
There's a lot
To
of
infinity
mods.
That's
and
where you messed up.
crappers
What
beyond.
the hell was that, Josh? What kind of move was that? Are you sure that Deadpool would exactly do that?
Captain Cracker Jacks, away.
Captain Fallon.
Captain Fallon, like Jimmy Fallon.
Captain Cracker Jack.
Diesel train, I'm out.
Jared
Man,
Leto.
Would you guys would
Yes.
you guys like Jared Leto for mascot for your school?
That'd be cool.
The guy who played the Joker?
Wait, who? I don't know who. Jared Leto was Joker was kind of. Wait, if you guys haven't seen Suicide Squad, go
I have.
watch it
I've
now.
seen it.
It's amazing, amazing
I liked it.
movie.
It was-
Even though people had negative views about it,
Oh
I
man,
feel
I don't know,
like
I
it's
hope
better.
this
the
one
movie-
girl that I'm
I don't
friends
know.
with had the worst post about it in the entire universe. Like I've never heard such a bad
Basically-
review in my life.
At least, actually, I rather prefer Suicide Squad than Batman vs Superman. At least Suicide Squad wasn't as insulting.
It was a lie. Batman did.
BB's
They only
S.
fought for like 10 minutes
No, we fought more than that. but
I know I'm exaggerating, but until they revealed the
it was
the
like
plot
the comic
twist.
book, but I mean,
it sucked. It wasn't Batman versus Superman. It was Batman and Superman
They
get
w-
angry at each other for a little bit, but then they combined forces to save the
yeah,
world.
but have you guys actually read the comics? You have
Yeah,
read the
yeah. I'm
comics.
actually yeah,
I
I'm
know,
actually
but
reading
why,
the
why
Doom-
name the
yeah.
movie Batman versus Superman? That's kind of dumb. Just name
But-
it.
Yeah,
But that's
just name it
what.
how the
That's
Justice
actually-
League
that's-
came to be.
Yes.
guess-
no,
something like
I
that.
I guess,
understand. I agree
you know,
with
from-
you, but they definitely should have done a different title, but they did try to base it
So-
off the comic
So
book.
if I should bring up my opinion right now, since I don't have to cut you guys off, I really am sorry. It's just that I just want to make sure I can get out my opinion about the movie in general, like a general basis. So basically, I feel it wasn't really, to me, in my personal opinion, it wasn't like a movie that we really did thought was going to be awesome at first.
It was
And
overrated.
in the trailers, they really did spoiled everything
Where is
that
Frank
was not a
Serpo?
very good idea to the fans. So, and it wasn't like Batman and Superman were gonna beat each other in the
Well, then
submission.
how did
It
you
was
Ow!
just kind of like
Did
a
he bring you?
boxing match.
Yeah.
You know, like it was literally more like a boxing match
What was
rather than
that?
like, okay, I'm punching a person in the face. You know,
Well, because
but I just feel
Go
like,
ahead.
you know,
the other pilot.
sorry, no, you can go.
Well, no, I was just gonna say because Superman could obviously kill Batman if he wanted to.
Yeah.
So they kind of had to
Yeah.
do it that way because if Superman wanted, he could immediately annihilate
Serpo.
Batman. And he said that
Oh, yeah,
too. He's like, I
definitely,
could
definitely.
kill you if I wanted to. So they kind of had to
Actually,
be careful
no.
with the way.
No, you
They did
forgot
it.
about
Yeah,
all the kryptonite that Batman has.
Well, yes,
Well,
that's the
yeah,
only reason why
so-
Batman managed to win over
Not to
Superman
mention, how do
because
you
of
know
the
Batman?
kryptonite.
How do you know in secret Batman doesn't have a kryptonite suit?
That is true. In the comic, well, they did explain that in the comic books. Like, he has pretty much everything that he has against
But
Superman.
well, either way, they could have each killed each other immediately. So Superman could come out
Oh,
of
yeah,
nowhere and
definitely.
annihilate him when Batman wasn't ready, or Batman could come up
then
when
the world
Superman
would turn
wasn't
on
ready
Batman.
and kill him. So either way,
Technically,
they
they-
one of another could have killed each other when the other one
That is
wasn't ready.
true.
So either way,
Actually,
one or the other could have
no.
killed each other.
You forget the number one thing. If Batman ever did, or I mean, if Superman ever did try shit like that, doesn't matter what, that it's impossible. He can't. You don't understand that. If he did, he'd automatically be killed on sight for it. And then
Well,
they
yeah,
That is
I'm just
true.
saying. I'm just saying that's why they did the movie the way they did, though.
Paradox,
Yeah,
paradox,
I
paradox,
mean-
paradox,
I mean,
paradox.
My
to
question is, where's the army in all this? Do they just rely on superheroes? That's kind of dumb.
Well, I mean, the
Hey,
Wonder
Nick,
Woman thing was
We're talking about Batman and
first-
Superman movie.
at first. Wonder Woman was amazing.
People
Let's
are
leave
joining
her
and they're
out
like,
of this.
well,
I'm surprised that they actually put Wonder Woman for the first time over, say, like 30 years, I guess.
They gave her own movie.
Was it like the first? Yeah. I think it was like in 19 something, but you know, it's been a long time. But she's actually gonna have her next year will be very exciting. They're making Justice League and Wonder Woman. So yay!
Yeah,
Wonder
I'll be
Woman's gonna have her own, you know, third, you know, standalone movie, and Justice League is going to be basically like the superheroes that we wish we could see in movie are going to come back to life. So, yay. We got Flash and Cyborg.
yeah, I
does
like how they like
anyone-
hinted to that. That was pretty cool. And
That was the
then-
best part.
And then in Harley, in Suicide Squad, they showed a little bit of not Cyborg, Flash. I think Flash.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
Flash.
Flash and someone else.
Flash.
And I was like,
Flash- yeah,
"Woo!"
it was Flash, and he kind of.
Flash
It was Flash,
Century.
and he.
But it was someone else. It was the guy with the long hair. I'm going blank right now.
You
That was
killed
Aquaman.
Harley.
Aquaman.
Wait, are you Aquaman? Yeah, Aquaman.
I was thinking it wasn't Aquaman
boy.
because I'm so used to the one in the cartoon. But yeah, it was Aquaman.
I was a little bit disappointed
think
with the
I'd just
Aquaman
forget what you
thing
did to me
because
on
I
that
actually
ship?
thought they were gonna keep the same old classic version of Aquaman,
Yeah.
which kind of would have stayed faithful to the comics, rather than like
Like the
okay,
look.
make him
Send
you know
in
like
another
with the actual
chopper,
look.
or I'm feeding you to
But
those things.
Cyborg,
Oh,
mean,
hold
it's
on,
okay
hold
for
on. We don't want to
Cyborg.
do spoilers because. Oh well, Ying Ning, we're
sorry.
not giving out spoilers.
That was your last
mean,
chance.
well, I mean,
Well,
if you
we're
all
kinda
have
just
seen
telling
the trailer,
what-
then
The guy looks like.
gosh,
Wait,
it's
what?
just-
I'm what? What are you
Ying
talking
Ning
about?
said all Superman has to do is catch Batman on the toilet and he's dead.
It's always there. Waiting to
Yeah,
Ben
but
Affleck,
you
I'm
got
sorry to
do
tell you
manage to
guys.
escape.
sorry.
How do
Go
you
ahead,
know
sorry. I
Batman?
didn't-
How do you know
Batman
about
probably
that?
planned for that. Batman probably planned for that. He probably has kryptonite.
Batman's
in his
so
Well, I mean,
soul.
smart,
Batman
man.
is.
Know that, did you?
Hi,
He's,
sweetheart.
he's
Hi.
100% literally
Quarantine zone.
intelligent.
He's planning on
Like,
using a boat to
Well,
escape.
think
comic book
about it.
standards, he's literally.
Well,
you
think
know.
think about it. Batman's always been paranoid of Superman. How do you How do you not know he has a secret thing to
Get
where
away
he
with
has a
what?
button on him at all
She's with the
times?
Yeah.
To where if
WHO.
Superman ever
She's
got near
trying to
him,
get the
there'd be
information for them.
kryptonite all around him.
Oh, yeah.
Organization.
Kryptonite
Watching
bathroom.
100 layers of
Really?
Oreos.
Look.
What?
Basically, I mean, to be honest with you, the actors were amazing. I mean, if you look at Ben Affleck's performance, I don't know.
Up to her door.
I don't know.
I'm sorry to say.
Yeah,
There's a
I know.
vaccine?
I
How do you know?
Ben Affleck did
She's
terrible.
got it.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And yes, I know it's bullocks, but still,
She's not gonna give it up willingly.
Ben Affleck is not a good choice for Batman. I know he's terrible at making Batman's emotions and all that stuff, but
This
still.
isn't over, sir.
I gotta ask
Ben-
this: How do you know Batman doesn't eat kryptonite
Hey,
or has
I'm
a
at the
secret
phone.
piece
Because
of kryptonite in his
kryptonite's
tooth?
made of
hide
rock.
out. So
Because
come on
kryptonite's
over.
made of rock.
He could.
I
he
meant
could,
okay.
He could like put it in a blender and
secret
like
cup-
juice it.
No, listen. I'm serious. What if Batman actually planned for this and he has a secret kryptonite piece in his tooth?
Yeah. But then he wouldn't be able to hang out with Superman because every time Superman got close to him, it would.
No, it's so
Infect him.
tiny. It's only tiny enough so if he had to, he could pull it out and inject it into him.
Yin Yang says if Batman is always prepared, then Joker would not have paralyzed Batgirl because he wouldn't have been able to escape Arkham.
Blame the creators.
I have to
They effed
say,
Batman up. They messed him up badly.
Jared Leto's Joker. I thought they did okay with him. At the same time, I am agreeing what you're saying. Like they did terrible with
cracker
that Joker.
Joker.
It's just.
If Sir fucking double crosses us, I'll make him
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's just that Heath Ledger needs to come back from the dead. He needs our help.
I love all different
You're
kinds
just
of
gonna have to
Batman,
watch
so
him.
I think that's
He's
the
still
point. Like,
dangerous.
okay, in
So
the
if he tries anything,
Comic
let me know.
Stone stuff, we have all different versions
He
of
decides to fuck with me.
To a
of the Joker,
character's-
and that's what I think people need to understand.
Yeah.
Even though we love Heath Ledger's Joker, I keep wanting to say Batman
Joker?
because I'm like
Because
love the word Batman.
because
Even though
I
we
mean,
love
yeah,
it, we
I
need to
mean-
appreciate it and keep it there and realize that there's all different kinds of Jokers and we need to understand that and appreciate it. Because the one girl I was
Right,
talking
right.
about, she
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, I hated his Joker. Like, it was gangster. You know, we need Heath Ledger. Like, we need it back. Like, that was amazing. And I'll never
You know, Jack
like Jared
Nicholson,
Leto. Like,
Jack Nicholson.
I'll never watch him again. And oh my gosh, like, this was such a ghetto
exactly.
a ghetto one, and you know he's not ghetto. I'm like, actually there are kind of like ghetto versions of it, and it wasn't really ghetto, but there's like are kind of versions of that for the Joker. And you know, there's all different versions of it, and I kind of liked this one. It was different and weird and quirky,
You
and it
know,
kind of went
what?
with the way Harley was, and they kind of went together, and it was interesting. And like, we have all sorts of kinds of Jokers, and I like that. Like, each
Yeah,
actor makes their
Each
own
Joker
kind of
actor
character.
makes their own. Yeah.
So it's not like
character.
the same one. It's like each actor like takes that Joker and creates
True.
their own. And I think that's really cool.
Right. That's why everybody loves the Joker so much, because we know everything about him. We understand
Yes.
his reasons and
said
pretty
that
much
these owls
everything.
can
I
use
mean,
a shit to
I'm not
escape.
trying to say Jared
That
Leto
means they
did
still
terrible.
undocked
Nah, I'm
somewhere
not.
in
I'm
the
not trying to
quarantine
say that, but
Once you're in there,
I just
look
don't
for it.
like
It could be our only
the
way out
the
of
way
this.
he looked.
Yeah.
And I thought it was very
She's going to
disappointing.
steal the vaccine.
Yeah, because
And
I think that's
that's
because we're
why I
so
like-
used to.
To the
Sylvia's
old
alive.
classic version
Yeah.
of
She
the
survived the
Joker.
fire.
But
She's
this
You know, like Heath
look,
Ledger.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
that's
Heath
true?
Ledger's
Can I go see
version.
them?
Sorry. Oh crap.
Yes,
Oh,
but
oh,
be gentle.
I lost
She's
my.
hurt pretty
It's
bad.
alright. It's not your fault. It's mine. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna
Oh, I was
say,
gonna-
like back in the day, you know, like the Scooby Doo. Did you ever see the? I know I'm a little bit older than you guys, but did you ever see the Scooby Doo episode with
Don't forget
Batman
about
and the Joker in it?
It's there. You need to find
Yes.
Okay, well the Joker in there was like with the bright green and the bright white and everything, and he looked
Oh, yeah,
and the
definitely.
bright purple and the bright
You
green.
just worry about stopping
This
her
is
from
what
finding that
Jared Leto's Joker reminded me of. So it brought me back to my childhood and like reminded me of that. So that's kind of why I like that look, because it brought me back to like the 90s Joker.
shit. I've got
And like
surf-
reminded me
Yes.
of like a lot of the 90s Joker that I grew up with. And that's kind of why I liked it. Like his hair and the green and the purple. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, like
yeah.
it reminds me of like my 90s Joker I,
think
grew up with. And that's kind of why I was like okay with the
in-
look. Because I was like, oh, it reminds me of like
It's there.
my childhood Joker. I was like, that's kind of cool, because it's like, although I liked the new Joker that Heath Ledger had, I was like, I kind of like my 90s Joker too, and they kind of brought that to life in the Suicide
You know,
Squad.
Yeah, I mean, Jack. I mean, there's so many. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, Heath Ledger basically shot him, and the rumor has it back then that Heath Ledger locked himself in the hotel for days on end to prepare for his role, which in the end cost him his own life because, you know, he went insane, did drugs, and, you know, died from it. But still, he did an amazing job as Joker. Jared Leto, I'm trying to say, is that he did a great job. He did his part. I just didn't like the way he looked. Jack Nicholson kind of danced around like a nut. I'm sorry. Jack Nicholson. Oh my gosh. Jack Nicholson. Good job. You did a perfect job staying closer to the comics. Oh boy. We need our old Jack Nicholson. And there was the first guy who did play as the Joker during the early days of the 1900s. When the first Batman costume was first created with Robin. I forgot his name, but he did a good job. It was
Let me talk to Yin
Romeo
Yang real
something.
quick. Yeah, you don't know his acting. See, I love Jared Leto's acting. I love him. I think he's amazing. And when I saw his acting, I know you haven't seen it yet, Yin Yang, but I didn't realize it was him. I was like, is that it? I'm like, I heard he was doing the Joker. I'm like, but it doesn't even seem like the same person in Suicide Squad.
Yes.
Oh, your favorite look of the Joker is from the Batman animated series? Yeah, like that's one of my favorite looks too. He does look insane in a good way, and that's kind of why I like the Suicide Squad look, because it kind of reminds me of it. I mean, it is different, but it is kind of reminds me of it.
If you're choosing your favorite like Batman's perspective, there were different versions of Batman. Like, I feel like Christian Bale. I feel he was like one of my favorite Batmans. I'm not trying to say. I mean, when I first saw Batman vs Superman, I already knew that Ben Affleck was gonna be terrible. I mean, he did a good job in his part, but I just didn't like his portrayal of Batman. And maybe to you guys he may be perfect, but to me it was like no, he's not perfect. Like, he's never perfect for that. I mean, it's just that he's not good at showing Batman's emotions. You know, he's not good at doing that stuff. He only did a good job with the voice. That was only it. But okay, yes, people make fun of Christian Bale for his voice, but the truth is Christian Bale was a perfect Batman. To be honest with you, in some ways, he kind of was. I mean, Ben Affleck wasn't good, and I don't know. I mean, I just didn't like him. I didn't like his costume either. So, there's nothing for me to say rather that Ben Affleck just didn't do good. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe you guys may have a different opinion than I do, but in every single way, it's kind of true. If you look at it in a different perspective,
Yeah.
you know. And that's why I like Christian Bale so much, is because
Yeah, I
of
like
his
Christian
acting,
Bale,
his
too.
prepared role. You know, so I don't know. I mean, there are so many different ideas that DC could do, but in our days, they're not doing good. So And I'm just gonna.
It's, a lot of people are disappointed in a lot of the stuff they're doing.
At
Because they're
first
like,
they
the
were doing good,
ideas
now
are
they're-
really great, but then like the conquering people are very disappointed. Which like me and my husband, we're okay with like what they're coming out, because we understand like the comic side
Yeah,
of it,
yeah.
because it's like a lot of it's coming off from the comics, like they're trying to make it like closer to the comics, so they're not like a lot of the movies and stuff they're coming up with aren't a lot of action, because they're not trying to make it action, they're trying to make it more of just related to the comics
Yeah.
more than trying to make it
That's
like
why-
actiony.
that's
And that's
why
why people are
actually-
getting upset. Because
Yeah.
they're like, we want more action. They're like, well, we're not trying to put more action. We're just trying to make it more like the comics. Yin
Yeah,
says Caesar
definitely, you
Romeo.
know.
Romeo is
Romeo,
the first.
Caesar Romeo.
Is the first live action.
Joke. Yeah, first live action. So, in a lot of ways, it makes sense for the actors and the writers and the directors part of what they're trying to do. That's why everybody thinks that Marvel is doing so well with their movies, because they do their spoilers like at the end of the credits, and that's why everybody likes Marvel so much, because they do such a better job with their movies than DC does. The only difference is that DC does better with their animations than Marvel does. And that's why everybody likes their animation versions better than their actual movies.